one piece of advice: you hit teens, start meditation courses alongside.
Alongside.
Alongside. 13th birthday आया नहीं आपने meditation
Our
सीधा
13th birthday has just gone by for the elder
so
one.
you need to sign up for meditation classes because that kind
Thank you for the advice.
you definitely just need to be zen. Like, you know, and I've decided, and my husband told me, you will not raise your voice. This is the new thing. Let him do what he wants to do. तुम आवाज में, and I'm like, ये क्या tension है? But it's the magic that I'm telling you, it's amazing. Like, no matter what he's saying to me, I'm sitting there and saying, हाँ बोलो, थोड़ी देर में वही irritate होके चला जाता. I'm zen.
I'm saying let's not go far. Look at my own husband who's there when, you know, I'm here, I'm talking to you, I'm empowered and sitting here and not checking my phone every 5 minutes because I know that, you know, the dad is handling it all. True. I'm not a nervous wreck as a mother sitting over here because you've got to you've got to give them credit. One is about breaking the chain, saying the mums need to go out to work. One is about breaking that chain. Oh, नहीं आदमी ये नहीं कर सकते, नहीं उनसे handle नहीं होगा.
At the same time, there is also an interesting commentary which my Prajakta's character, because she's going to get married, and it's an intercaste marriage, and how that kind of also plays out. No matter how rich you are, you're still poorer than somebody else.
So, Single Papa is out on Netflix as we speak. I've seen 2 episodes and it's an absolute roller coaster of a ride. From me, Hrishi K, everybody who's watching, listening, please welcome the principal cast. Hello. I feel very teacherish and this looks like a very school girl kind of setup. But we'll live with it. Are you really as good with children in real life, with your own and other people's children?
I would like to believe so.
Yeah? You make them
But
laugh?
he is.
Until they grow up and tell me otherwise, I'm sticking to this story.
But are you an indulgent one? Like, for example, we have a friend in the group. We don't approve of him because when he takes the kids to Hamleys, or recently we went to one sneaker festival, he starts buying stuff for children. And some of us are very middle class. And we say, why are you doing this? Yeah, I mean, don't do it, don't spoil our children. But he does it out of the love of his heart. So are you an indulgent kind of person with kids?
I think so. And also, I think even if it's middle class or wherever you are, it's the things that you buy them because they don't know the brands. So even if you take them to a chaat shop and you buy them everything that they want to eat, or you take them to a candy store, which is inexpensive, and you just buy them everything that they want, I think there is a charm to that because kids otherwise have so many rules in their lives. So just the idea of them feeling they're doing something which is like breaking a rule is the joy in their eyes, in their heart. And I think I indulge that quite a lot.
You're a true parent.
No,
you know child psychology now. So
I want to add to that. And one is Inaya, his daughter. And then there's, you know, there are our kids as well. There's Meher and Gurik.
Correct, yeah.
Our son. So Kunal is our son's favorite storyteller. So if Kunal walks into the room, he has so much patience and he'll keep repeating and he'll say, after he finishes a 10-minute story with him, and he's like 3.5 now, 4. So when Kunal is narrating a story to Gurik, and then he'll be like, okay, again and again. I've seen this happen for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, to like wearing superhero masks, to like, I've seen him being very indulgent, which he really is, and there's no act there. You can't put up an act for 2
They're
hours.
published authors, bhai.
Yeah.
I did an interview with both of them on their children's books. There's more of that coming?
Yes.
Yeah. Lovely. I mean, you guys are such good parents and it's important that you share that knowledge to the world. Yeah, there's so many people, there's no guidebook on how to be a good parent.
Exactly, yeah.
So you have to do it via stories. I love the brother-sister camaraderie. It's just so cool.
Thank
You know, it's such a brother-sister thing whereby you take the piss out of each other, you take the mickey out of each other, but always there for each other when it really counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember you telling me off the mic somewhere saying that you just had a wonderful time with Kunal because he's a wonderful person.
He is.
So let's now embarrass him and say all that.
No, he is. I mean, I've been a huge, all of us have been, because when this show has come out, all my school friends, my college friends, everyone that are my age and we've, you know, watched similar content growing up and continued to, everybody has messaged me about this and they're like, oh my God, how was it working with Kunal? Oh my God, you work with Kunal Khemu. So I was a huge fan. I am a huge fan. And I was very, very excited about doing this. Honestly, I was also very nervous, but I think like what, an hour on set is what it took for the heist to kind of break, and then it was just so much fun, and I love all the scenes that I have with him. Actually, they're a lot of fun.
देखा जाए तो 34-35 साल हो गए इंडस्ट्री में, सबसे सीनियर यही है।
हाँ
आपसे भी सीनियर है मनोज
हाँ
जी।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मेरे
तो
से
इस
भी
बात का आप
अभी
इजहार करते हैं, आप मतलब बोलते हैं कि सीनियर है।
नहीं वो बोलते तो नहीं है, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली हम लोग देख ही रहे हैं। मुझे भी परसों पार्क में परसों ही पास में एक एक्टर है, लड़की है छोटी, वो मिली। अरे सर कैसे हैं आप, ये वो फिल्म, एक वेब सीरीज किया मैंने उसके साथ, छूटते ही। और आप कुणाल के साथ काम कर रहे हैं ना, और मैंने कहा क्या मतलब है, वो मेरे साथ काम कर रहा है। बट शी वाज लाइक सो हैप्पी क्योंकि उसके साथ मैं कर चुका हूँ। बोले सर, मैंने कहा मुझे मालूम है यार, मैं उसके काम देखता है, बचपन से देखा है, और मुझे जब मैंने स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ी थी।
आपके बचपन से देखा?
नहीं
इसके बचपन से देखा है।
बचपन से।
जोकिंग।
और इनफैक्ट ये बात सच है कि जब सबसे पहले स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ी थी तो सबसे पहले मैंने पूछा था, क्योंकि मेरा कंसर्न ये था कि ये सिंगल पापा जो लड़का है ये कौन है, बिकॉज वो बहुत तो उस पर डिपेंड करता था कि ये तभी अच्छा बन सकता है मेरे हिसाब से, मेरा जो सोचने। जब उन्होंने कुणाल का वो, मैंने कहा ओके ओके फैंटास्टिक, मतलब आई वाज अश्योर्ड कि ये सही हाथों में चला गया ये काम।
And for us early 90s kids, दो ही है ना, it's Kunal Khemu and Daniel Radcliffe. Grown up, हर साल नया
हैरी द
नया कुछ
पुत्र and
देखते
हैरी पॉटर।
हैं. So it's fun.
You know, one of the first things I noticed, which is wrong because it will detract from your performance, but your fash in the 2 episodes is wonderful. They've given you a semi khadi kind of sari kind of look, which
Yeah.
is very smart, and I mean, you're looking lovely, and it really goes with this, running adoption agency,
NGO Didi.
NGO Didi kind of feel, And I meet a lot of them in my line of work because they're constantly looking for outreach and things like that, and they come to me. All fine people with a heart in the social sector. So tell me about constructing the look.
I mean, I just had very little to do with it. I mean, of course, the designers had an idea, but I kept insisting that let's make her soft. So, because she's, anyway, there's like so much, there's a joy in seeing, and I feel that, or I'd like to believe, that when someone looks very like, like an antagonist or like a villain, then to see them play bad is not fun. Whereas if someone looks softer, means business, and then let them do their part. The interpretation for me was that, like, let's soften her as much, don't go with the dark eyes, don't like fill her up with prints, don't age her, don't like overdo anything for her. But, and I think between all the directors that we had, because there were, 4 of them, right? Yeah, so 3 of them. And they all got that part. But the sari bit, of course, they wanted to do. I didn't want to do the kurtas at all.
Yeah, that's too cliched. Yeah.
I think more than the cliche, I have a way of, looking very ethnic in it. So we tried those as well. Because you're specifically talking about the look, it was very conscious to put her in those pastels and the pinks that, she's a nice person. Like, just don't get her wrong. Yeah.
Sure.
So that's what, and that's how we played her as well. I mean, I'm just doing my job.
You are the funniest in the cast, and that is such a compliment to you because Manoj Pahwa is in the cast. The amount of funny roles, comedy he's done is enough for a lifetime for other actors. How good are you at this hysterical Delhi auntie thing? All your years in Delhi have led up to this.
I have
You've
had
soaked
very
it.
little years in Delhi.
But before you know that line, she has the line of the trailer for me is when she says that enjoy.
Enjoy.
That's become my thing now.
Enjoy.
Everywhere I'm saying this. Let's enjoy.
Enjoy.
Now, how many years in Delhi?
Hardly any, yeah. I've just picked up Delhi like from absorbing. I've not grown up in a Punjabi background, nothing. But I guess I pick up accents quickly enough. But no, yeah, I enjoy comedy. But I think I enjoy it better because I was very concerned when we were playing it and I was thinking about कि हमने एक ऊपर का सुर लिया हुआ है. There's a certain, you have different levels of comedy here. It is a heightened comedy. But I feel that because the engagement was very honest between all the characters and it meant something, it works. So I think that again having really good actors becomes the paramount thing is to have somebody to play with. आप अकेले खड़े होके एक्टिंग तो कर नहीं सकते, but हाँ इमोशनल शॉट दे दिया, एक्टर like you get a good lighting, you get a good angle, you get background music, you feel you go to इमोशनल शॉट. Comedy is not a singular exercise. it is with who you're vibing with. I really feel it is teamwork. So I think I was really blessed with.
Well done. I
with
can't
this,
wait to
yeah.
see more.
Yeah, it's
And how
fun.
much you're going to make me laugh. You know, this character, he could have been from any state because he's fundamentally what he is. But I'm actually very happy that he's Jaat. Because the portrayal of Jaats in contemporary Indian cinema and culture has always been very masculine and, you know, dada type.
Actually, it's a very
Jaatu boli
interesting point.
bolenge aur maar dhaad karenge. But actually, Jaats are very funny.
No, very good sense of humor.
Best sense of
Very,
humor,
very best
especially
sense
the
of humor.
Jaatu dadis and, you know, nanis and things
Their
like that.
one-liners are amazing.
Yeah. And they're funny, and you know he's got a feminine side to him, obviously. But you've kept elements of that Gelot, you know. So talk to me about that. I mean, did that matter at all? What state he's from and how to fashion it that
It's a
way?
yes and no kind of a thing. See, because even now, when you live in a metropolitan city, everybody looks the same. When you say Delhi, until they speak or you spend time with them, can you segregate them कि ये गढ़वाली है या ये हरियाणवी है, ये जाट है, ये पंजाबी है? They all look the same, but the value system is pretty much the same. But the alpha thing that you're talking about, it's a pretty much not thing, right? I'm saying pretty much all over India thing. When you're at that age, you want to flex your cars, you want to flex the clothes that you wear, and again this whole, इनफैक्ट ये तो जाट होने के साथ साथ पहलवानों का परिवार भी है, तो उसके साथ एक अलग माइंडसेट आता है जो इस शो में बहुत ज़रूरी था, बिकॉज ऑफ अ फैक्ट दैट all those mindsets kind of come into play when this guy starts talking about what he wants to do. The way the father reacts, the way the mother reacts or the sister reacts and the society reacts is also kind of in play. At the same time, there is also an interesting commentary which my Prajakta's character, because she's going to get married and it's an intercaste marriage, and how that kind of also plays out. No matter how rich you are, you're still poorer than somebody else, and how that kind of comes into play. It's got a, that's what's lovely about the show, that it has these nuances which are not highlighted, like you're catching on to one. I caught on to a couple of them while I was filming for it. So the kudos to the writers, you know, Ishita Moitra and Neeraj Ugwani, who've kind of made sure that it's not just about this. And I think also OTT is one of those things that gives you the chance to do that, because you're not bound by a 2-hour film that you have to do everything in. You have 6 episodes, you can delve deeper into the characters and the problems that they have, and not just that, but the society that they live in and what that has, how that has an effect on their personalities.
You know, you segued so beautifully into my next question. Even though it's fundamentally a comedy, it's it's a family comedy. There's a scene in which you are sitting with your fiance, and Kunal is sitting with you, and you're watching a performance. And there's this whole dialogue that plays out, where this caste division thing and the wealth thing plays out. You know, people from privilege, and he says rich versus poor. He says no, but we are also actually you all are wealthy.
Yeah.
You know, you own a,
Yeah.
couple of shops,
Wine shop, wine mart.
Correct, wine mart.
That's a very lucrative profession.
Yeah.
But you know, how rich are the rich
Yeah.
that they think everybody else is middle class? So he's right. I mean, even though it's a fun show, it's these things. It's Neha's character coming in and saying who's right for adoption and not. Do those things speak to you when you do a project like this?
Definitely. I mean, what I loved about this story was that any kind of social commentary delivered with the vehicle of comedy kind of is the most effective. And it's a tried and tested method. It's always been a route that has kind of almost every time hit bullseye. So I love the fact that even that scene, this is the one where we're sitting Humayun's tomb mein, wo hum park mein
Correct.
baithe hue hain, wohi wala, haan.
Yeah.
तो वो उस scene में I love that scene also because not only Ankur, who plays my fiance, has played it fun, our reactions to it are also very, because that's how normal it is to live those lives. And at any time, any kind of social issue is normalized in a conversation when it comes on film or TV is so much better and palatable than sensationalizing it, saying, oh, let's make this an issue, and so even in the scene, that fight doesn't escalate to anything else because bikini photos की बात हो रही होती है उसमें, main तो वो है. There's so many things wrong in that one conversation that happens, but they all get addressed.
And the effect of that, like they're watching a performance, they're disturbing others, and are completely ignorant of the fact that they're disturbing about.
So मतलब issues बहुत हैं, and every other scene kind of comes in a way which is so complex when you watch it over and over, but at the same time it's so easily told, so it's very palatable. So I actually had a lot of fun, like Ayesha said. I think the fact that every scene that we shot as a family kind of came together as such a, क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, एक सीन है जिसमें आप कहते हो कि मैं तो अपने बाप से आंख मिलाकर भी बात नहीं कर पाता था और इतना चेंज हुआ। और उसके बाद आई डोंट गिव अ स्पॉइलर, आपका एक कॉन्वर्जेशन है कुणाल के साथ जिसमें आप डिस्कस करते हो कि उसके लाइफ में क्या प्रॉब्लम है, जो नॉर्मल इंग्लिश स्पीकर और नॉन इंग्लिश स्पीकर के बीच में जो चीज़ें होती हैं। ये भी एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है इस कहानी में कि मतलब कैसे हम अपने बच्चों के साथ, हमारे पेरेंट्स हमारे साथ बिहेव करते थे और आज के ज़माने में हम अपने बच्चों के साथ ऐसे बिहेव नहीं कर सकते।
Correct.
बिकॉज टाइम चेंज हो चुका है,
बिल्कुल,
है ना?
बिल्कुल।
उसके बारे में मैं जानना चाहता हूँ आपके कमेंट्स।
उसके बारे में यार यही कहूँगा मैं कि ये फैक्ट है, क्योंकि मैं जिस तरह से अपने फादर के साथ मेरा रिलेशनशिप था वो इसी तरह का था कि हम लोग कमरे में आ नहीं सकते थे जब तक बुलाया ना जाए, फिर आके खड़े रहें और उसके बाद अगर बैठने के लिए बोल दिया तो ऐसे तो बैठने का सवाल ही नहीं है, वो तो मतलब कुर्सी के कोने पे और पहला मौका देखें और निकले। तो हमको लगा कि यार ये ऐसे तो, और मतलब मैंने जैसे बताया कि वो एक शो में बताया भी था कि 327 रुपए के उनसे बिना पूछे जूते लिए थे, तो 327 बार पिटाई हुई एक साल बाद भी रैपटा पड़ जाता था कि ये अभी तो 1.5 साल हो गया यार। तो हम जब माता पिता बने तो हमको लगा यार ये सब तो नहीं हो, जैसे कि है चेंज आया है कि बिल्कुल भी ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं। अब ऐसा नहीं है कि वो परफेक्ट सोल्यूशन निकल गया उसका। अब आज भी कंफ्यूज हैं कि कभी कभी मुंह से निकलता भी है, सीमा और मैं बात करते हैं इनको रैप्टे नहीं दिए ना। सो यू नो
ये हमारी सबके दिली तमन्ना है, हम कर नहीं पाते।
कई बार ऐसे लगता है कि इसकी बचपन में ही दे देने चाहिए। सो यू सी
He has spoken for all parents.
मतलब जनरली बात कर रहा हूँ मैं कि ये अब वो भी लगता नहीं है कि वो क्या क्या हो रहा है। तो अब मुझे लगता है कि इसी तरह से कुछ बैलेंस ढूंढे हैं और ढूंढ ही रहे हैं।
One piece of advice: you hit teens, start meditation courses alongside.
Alongside.
13th birthday आया नहीं, आपने meditation
Our
सीधा
13th birthday is just gone by for the
Yeah,
elder
so
one.
you need to sign up for meditation classes because that kind
Thank you for the advice.
you definitely just need to be zen. Like, you know, and I've decided, and my husband told me, you will not raise your voice. This is the new thing. Let him do what he wants to do. तुम आवाज में, and I'm like, ये क्या tension है? But it's the magic that I'm telling you, it's amazing. Like, no matter what he's saying to me, I'm sitting there saying, हाँ बोलो, थोड़ी देर में वही irritate होके चला जाता है. I'm zen.
Neha,
13th
we
birthday.
all need
Yeah.
to listen to this.
Yeah, 13th birthday meditation साथ में start करो. Yeah.
बट इतने सारे रोल किए, आपने पहली बार किसी ठेके के मालिक का रोल किया है कि इसके पहले किया है ऐसे? हाँ?
मतलब ज्यादातर ऐसी ठेके का मालिक, ट्रांसपोर्टर,
यही मिलते हैं।
यही मिलते हैं। उससे कोई
I thought बड़ा यूनिक है यार, उनको एक मतलब एक अल्कोहल के एंटरप्रेन्योर का दर्जा दिया है
ना, मतलब वो ब्रांड बना देते हैं। जैसे समोसे एक टाइम पे जब ऑफिस करता था तो समोसे के, मैंने बताया था एक एपिसोड में भी कि मैं फिल्म कर रहा था, उसमें मैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किलर बना था और उसमें मैं पेड़ पे बैठा हूँ, अपना वो स्नाइपर अपना लगा के निशाना गोली मारने, डायरेक्टर है सर ये पेड़ के साथ में टहनी पे समोसे लटकाते हैं आपका थैला। क्या रोल कर रहा हूँ सर, अच्छा लगेगा। एक टाइम पे समोसों का ब्रांड एम्बेसडर बन गया था। अभी पिछले कुछ टाइम से जो है हर कैरेक्टर, सर आप शाम को, अरे मैंने कहा यार हाँ मतलब हर कैरेक्टर के तो एक वो लहर चलती है सबको, फिर वो बड़ा मजा आने लगता है। तो धीरे धीरे उसको समोसे निकाले हैं, अभी ये भी निकले, अब इसको भी निकाले।
नहीं कहते ना कि जॉनी वॉकर साहब पीते ही नहीं थे रियल लाइफ
हाँ।
लेकिन उनको इतना देखा लोगों ने।
उनका वो हाल कर दिया ऐसे जिंदगी में ही वो होता है वो
You know, it's so well researched because we were trying to help another couple at one time trying to go through the adoption process. And India's made a lot of progress in that, yeah. And I found that the research is pretty bang on in this. When the boy who plays your son in the show is explaining to Kunal, saying, "Falana form baro, ye karo, wo karo, this, that." and the home visits and things like that is pretty accurate. Yeah, did you think of that?
No, I did
I mean,
actually.
did you think of when the script was given to you? Did you admire how accurate?
Yeah, I mean, and also there's a lot of faith in Ishita and Neeraj, I mean, there are like no mistakes that are going to be made over there. And from what I heard them say is that they've been working on the script for many years, and then, how it kind of finally came together when they became parents, and, they kind of changed and added a lot of things.
So, did Shashank also direct some episodes, or was he just?
Yeah, he did.
So he was quite a regular on the sets. and
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like
very
that.
much. Even in the pre-production and all the script readings, he's overlooked the whole writing process himself. He's been a showrunner on this. He did 2 episodes on this one, but he was pretty much there every day to kind of make sure that the things
During
were-
his injury phase, or he's okay
he
now?
just
Yeah.
kind of recovered after that. Just after his recovery.
But he's a great guy, man.
Wonderful,
it's like,
wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah, you see it. Like, you also, when the trailer comes out, you see that, you see that, there's
energy,
also
yeah.
Netflix,
Yeah.
but there's also that Shashank
Correct,
kind of,
yeah.
spice to it. The comic and the wedding and the, you see all that, the color, there's a lot of life. And he brings that.
I'm trying to figure out your profession as an influencer. Have they mentioned that in this?
No.
They haven't.
This? No. I
No,
don't
she's
have,
not
I'm not
Because
working.
you're not working.
He's just getting married.
I'm pre-rich. I'm
Because there are a
married.
couple of shots where you're looking at yourself, filming this, that, and those are regular things. Those are non-influencer things, which I'm very happy about, because the logical thing would be, oh my God, Prajakta, biggest influencer in this country, let's cast her as an influencer.
No.
So you are
Shrilamrita
happily
is-
unemployed in this
Yeah,
show.
she's very happily unemployed, very happy to stay at home, very happy to enjoy the comforts of life.
No, because I was thinking also when we spoke about Shashank, because you've done a Dharma film and it's got a very Dharma feel to it in some ways, with that Shashank feel
Yeah.
of the celebration, of
Yeah.
coming together and things like that. Of course, your film, it didn't have Shashank, it was a Raj film. I think.
was a Raj
yeah,
film.
Yeah.
But I did a little bit of a thing in Sunny Sanskari, which I was very happy to be on a Shashank set for. That was the first time I was on the set with him.
Aisha, when you do a large ensemble cast like this, there's obviously lots of fun. There's also chaos and madness. Was this a disciplined unit where the director to shout, "Ki, chup raho, baatein band karo, now take," or was it?
Yeah. That I must say, we were fun, but we were very professional.
very
This was an
professional.
amazingly professional unit. Everybody was having fun and we were sort of vibing and we were improvising. And I think the directors gave us a lot of liberty to bring our own flavor to it. But I think they were also very clear with what their vision was, what they want. Like, there was a scene which is there in the trailer when they put the gun to their head and then I take the knife. In that scene, I was not convinced at all why I should be doing it. And I actually had to, I kept talking, saying, ye nahi. And after a point, I looked at Hitesh's face and it was stoic. Bolte jao, main sun nahi raha hu, meaning karna to hai. So then I just thought, okay, once I've said
This
it,
is the
now...
one that Neha walks into.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. And then I just had to go back around, figure out my motivation and do the scene. I didn't have any leeway from the director saying, chalo, aapko nahi jam raha hai, to aap apna kar lo. But at the same time, no matter how much fun we were having, I think in the scene and the work process was a serious work process. Otherwise, when this kind of comedy, agar aap phailne lag jate na, it becomes unbearable. Any actor who feels like, अरे मैं funny हो रहा हूँ, तो चलो मैं थोड़ा सा और हो जाता हूँ. And all of us decided to give 5% more, na, it would be like, I couldn't watch it. It would be that bad.
Neha, the thing, what I really love is it speaks up for men who have this dying urge to be a father. And really, this is the adoption agency's view that there's got to be a mothering element in a child's life, right? They say कि अगर शादीशुदा भी ना हो तो family में औरतें होनी चाहिए and things like that. And I don't know how he beats that system because we've been shown the 2 episodes. I'd like your view on that. I'd like your view on single fathers vis-a-vis, children. I mean, everybody like a child to grow up with a holistic family.
Yeah.
But if not, then a single father.
Okay, so I'm saying let's establish that the fact that, like you said, let's take the end of your question and say that everybody wants to grow up in a setup where, you know, there's mom and there's dad and there's, you know, grandparents and family and the entire padding emotionally and, you know, people being there for the kid, because there's a different kind of health that comes with that emotion. And then there are single moms, and then there are single dads. And I have seen enough and more single parents around me. And when I see the presence of just the father, so whether it's showing up at classes or, you know, being there for school projects or timings or emotionally available for their child, versus a single mom doing the exact same thing with the hustle and the balance and all of that, you know, we really, I feel we give very little credit to the father, not because we're, you know, promoting a show like Single Papa. Like just now somebody said Single Papa, and let's take a live example, and let's talk about Karan, who's so busy. I'm talking about Karan Johar, so busy. He's actually, if you look at, you know, in the real sense, he's a single dad. I've seen him being, you know, there for his children. And likewise for many other parents, I mean, many other fathers that I know, not just single, like even in a relationship, even when the mother is there, or if I'm going to work, I'm saying, let's not go far. Look at my own husband who's there when, you know, I'm here, I'm talking to you, I'm empowered and sitting here and not checking my phone every 5 minutes because I know that, you know, the dad is handling it all. True. I'm not a nervous wreck as a mother sitting over here, because you've got to you've got to give them credit. One is about breaking the chain, saying the mums need to go out to work. One is about breaking that chain. Oh, नहीं, आदमी ये नहीं कर सकते, नहीं उनसे handle नहीं होगा, उनको वक्त दो, उनको more than anything else, show belief in them. And they're all great. I've seen Kunal in live. That means Soha goes to work. She's a dear friend, handles it all. So, but as far as the adoption process is concerned, again, I don't know the technicalities of it, but you have a lot. Like I think that, you know, you have to prove yourself and, you know, show that you're capable enough of doing that. So yeah, I mean that's a legal thing, and I don't want to get involved in it at all.
So the moral of the story is we need more fathers like Kumud, Angad, Kunal, Manoj, and more actors like all
and
of
you,
them.
And you. You surface early in the morning so that you, whatever you do, we had this chat, and then, you know, you try and balance everything out, and the second half of the day you're there. So, you know, everyone's doing their bit. So just don't step into each other's spaces, or, you know, that's the most important thing.
Lovely. Single Papa is on Netflix. Please go give it a lot of love. Thank you.
Thank you, Hrishi K.
Thank you.
94.3
One world, your station.
Radio 1.